What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night. You know what that means. I'm here by myself right now as I'm waiting for Mr. Eric Breen to join us. But until then, we can just hang out, right? How's your guys' night going? Hello to Marania. Hello to Eva Black Cat. And hello to Mr. Eric Breen.
Greetings.
Greetings, true believer. Oh, how's your day been going?
Oh, not too bad. How about yours?
It could get a little better. It could get warmer outside. Let me look at the temperature. Right here. Yeah, it's 9 degrees.
9? Yeah, I think we're getting down to 3 tonight.
Oh. Yay! It'll be fun. But the good thing is I don't have any snow. I just don't want any snow whatsoever. It's just been kind of crazy. But
Yeah, I can see a patch in my backyard now.
so of grass.
Yeah.
So like I had that snow, like I said, like when it snowed before Christmas, but it melted because it got 40-degree weather and it rained. So all that snow that I had, it was gone. It the other night was it Saturday night into Sunday morning. I had some light dusting on my car. I had to brush off, but like it's already melted. There's really nothing left. So hey, like I said, I will take cold weather with no snow over cold weather with snow. You know,
Well, yeah. I mean,
I had that crap a couple years ago. I had the freezing rain and then the snow and just like shit. We had like I remember about 15 years ago, I think it was probably. I was basically house sitting for my sister. They went to Disney World that April. I remember the first week of April, we got 6 inches of snow plus freezing rain on top of that. Yeah, I was like, oh great, and that's the year that my car died. On top of that too, so I was like, the distributor went on it, and like, oh, that's great. Had to get towed. I'm 40 minutes away from my home, so. And then I had on that car I had it was a 96 Dodge Avenger. Got it from my buddy. Paid $300. It had more grate foam in the door than it had door. The door had been so rusted, so we just basically filled up with a grate foam, great stuff thing, and then spray painted it. Just so they could have a little bit of warmth, I guess. But yeah, that thing was just like one thing after another. Placed exhaust on it. The distributor. Then the alternator died too on it. Eventually just junked it because the wheels going to fall off and everything. Just got rid of it. But all right, 24 feels like 5 years. Snow is expected on Sunday. And hello to Brian. Hello to Desert Rose. All right, though. You guys didn't come here for the news or the weather.
Well, we came for Zach.
No, Zach's on a date night. Zach has no obligation to be on the channel whatsoever. So maybe Thursday. That's it. He's made that abundantly clear. Because I asked him, he's like, hey, are you going to like ever come back Tuesday night? And he's like, I'm busy tonight. I'm on a date night. I'm like, well, why did you make a date night on a night that's you're supposed to be streaming? Yeah. Well, hopefully it works out for him, All right. Let's I'll share my screen here. Get this going. This will be a quick stream. Alrighty then. Sir, what is your number 5?
I have no number 5.
You have the number 5. Then I'll just do my number 5. You can include trades too, you know that?
Well, I don't know what the trades are coming out.
Oh, you don't know? Okay, we'll get to that.
I don't know how to find the trades on my phone version of League.
Oh, you're in the phone version. Well, yeah, you have Android, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help you. I only have iPhone. I don't know how to get through with the Android app is, but
I mean, like you click it on and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, there's filters. There should be filters when you click on the app. There should be like a upper right corner. Usually, it's got 3 little lines or a circle order, and you should be able to like do something. But that's their iPhone though. I don't know what it's like for Android. Yeah, this is my number 5. Is Scorched. The location of Medieval Son is finally revealed. Will the team be able to free him, or will the sinister cult be able to regain control of the mighty Hillspawn once again? And then, of course, I'm getting the alternative cover. Daniel Ho. I've just been grabbing all the She-Spawn covers. Fun. Plus, I also noticed there's a lot of rain covers in Spawn. Always raining, a lot of. So I know it's been. Is it a McFarlane trope where there's always rain? But that is my number 5 for this week. Yeah, I don't have many books on my pull list this week. In fact, one of my pull list is one of the trades I'll be getting later on. But we'll talk about that. Sir, what is your number 4? Do you have at least a 4?
I have no number 4.
All right. My number 4 then. Go. We're going to scroll down. Is Feral. Number 9. This has been a fun series. Never read Stray Dogs, but I understand from reading the synopsis of it, what it was all about. This is kind of like basically Homeward Bound, except that they have to avoid because the other animals because they have rabies. So it's like Dawn of the Dead with Homeward Bound in that sense. And so they at the 2 issues ago, the main cat ends up I forgot what her name is, Elise. She ends up being abducted by this person who's in a cat carrier, and she's brought to this house where this lady has like thousands of cats. And then last issue, she is figuring out, like, why are we still here? We should leave. And like she finds, I think his name is Sir Fluffykins Lord. He basically he's like, oh, this is great here. And like, and at least realized that they're in a cult house. Like the cats are all like a strange, weird cult mind. And like she comes across a dead cat underneath the couch, and she's like, what the heck? The cat's like, oh, he's just sleeping. I'm like, what the heck? Trisha Forster and then Tony Rodriguez, their art together has just been fun. As you see on the cover, it's basically like Disney, like Aristocats, with a little bit of gore and violence. If Disney decided to do zombie movies, Trisha Forster would be like the artist I'd choose. So once it seemed like the sanctuary has become a dangerous nightmare as Elsie races to save Gigi and her kittens from human enemies and rabid animals. Don't miss the penultimate. Yeah. It's the second time I've ever seen that word used. It's only on this website. Chapter to the second arc of the smash hit series from the creators of Stray Dogs. They do the homage covers. You made it through Halloween. Now try to survive Christmas. He purrs when you've been naughty. Oh, that's funny. I love these. Like these, I love these homage covers. Like if we do rank any more covers with by Tony Fleece, you gotta include Feral. Stray Dogs is like, we've seen Stray Dogs, but Feral's has the better covers. And then here's the 125, which I didn't realize there was a 125 variant, but that's the kittens. So, yeah, it's been a really fun book. What's up? One Slick Dude, Ethereal Dragon is lurking, and Phil, what's up? All right. Do you at least have a number 3?
I do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum.
Really? That low?
Well, you wouldn't be saying that if I'd had a 4 and a 5. You'd say, oh, it's right in the middle.
I know, but I mean, like, I already know what your number 1's going to be.
Yeah, Batman Robin Year One. I'm already several issues into that and enjoying it.
Yeah. But yeah. So I had this a little higher on my list. Yeah. So honestly, these are just been fun. It's another one shot, but it connects everything. And isn't that the guy from New Japan Wrestling? This was AW. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, he was at he's wrestled against Orange Cassidy over the years and a few others. He was just at Dynasty, or what it was, the New Japan Wrestling. He was one of the competitors in there. So I'll have to find his name. I'll send you a clip or image. But yeah, so it basically says following the events of the Civil War Corps, or Civil Corps, as I like to say, because I put a P in there if you don't want it. A new era in Green Lantern mythology begins. Once again, Oa has become the epicenter of the Green Lantern Corps, bringing justice to the further corners of the galaxy. But a new threat has emerged. Beings that manifest uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum have randomly appeared throughout the universe, dubbed fractal lanterns. Hal and a reformed Green Lantern Corps set off to police this strange new phenomenon, while uncovering a sinister plot that could eliminate the very essence of sentient life. So, got Kilowog on there. We got a Raptor guy, and then we got Sorrow, and Helen Jordan. So, and it's not his normal artist, is it? Yeah. So Ken Marion is not his normal artist. So he asked for everything, and Steven Seagal has a cover.
Yeah, Kat, appreciate the help there, and because it gave you a shot at making an age joke, but that doesn't work on my phone. I can click on trades and variants. I can unselect anything I want, but then it just defaults back to what it was.
So here's the thing. If you go to click on something and then you go hit the back button, it goes back to normal.
No, I click on trades and but I can't. They don't come up. It just doesn't work.
Oh, the checkbox.
Yeah, because it comes up red instead of the other whatever color the other ones are, and then I go to use it and it just doesn't do anything.
No. Oh, we'll find out in a second though. Oh, alrighty though. That is your number 3. My number 3 is at the bottom here, which is really annoying me. Unless I passed it up, I might have passed it up. I'd be shocked if it's that far down. No, it's right there. Okay, G.I. Joe number 3. Tensions rise within G.I. Joe. All punches are thrown. Cobra hunts a venomous new ally. I still have not read the issue 2. I'll be reading that later tonight. But I like the fact that the Baroness, who's normally with the Cobra, is actually still on the hero team for a change. Like I said, I kind of like it being a little different and not being if you want the original stuff, go check out the Lear Helma. This being different and not just being another copy of the Lear Helma one, it sits well with me. I like that. So you have options. Just like in wrestling, you can watch whatever one you want to watch. There's 2 different G.I. Joes for everybody. Yeah. And then you have the David Finch cover. So this is included on the thumbnail. Yeah. They should. I don't know. Does David Finch do interior, or does he only do exterior?
He used to do interiors, but
I thought so in the early 2000s.
Well, actually, he did one of the Batman series in the New 52.
No, really?
Yeah.
Travis Moore has one. I'm thinking of Travis Charest. That's what I'm thinking of. I was like, why do I know that name? David Nakayama is doing a connected cover. And then we got a foil variant. Ooh, a foil variant. I mean, I like this art, but I don't need it in a foil version. Oh, she must be French. She's got the French beret on. Or she's from the 80s. Pablo Villalobos Yeah, don't care for him or his art. He's a douche.
No, that's Ramon. That's the douche.
Is it Ramon? I thought it was
Yeah,
Pablo.
Ramon Villalobos.
There's more than one.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
A while back. Yeah, this guy's. I'm sure he's fine. Ramon's the one that's always joining in on the digital lynch mobs and shit.
Ugh. Then I apologize.
He is a true complete turd.
I apologize to Pablo. Yeah. All right. That is my number 3. Let's go to your number 2, sir.
My number 2 is Batman and Robin, Year 1, number 4.
What a quinkydink. That is also my number 2. Mark, I don't even gonna say his name. Douchebag and Chris Samney continue their epic exploration of Batman and Robin's early days. Things are heating up in Gotham as the General sets up a dollar store and works to tighten his grip on the criminal underbelly of the city.
The city!
But when he and Batman come face to face, will the Dark Knight strike fear in this new threat's heart? Or is this the end of Batman's fight for Gotham City?
Gotham City!
Meanwhile, a meeting with Dick's caseworker sets the young boy wonder on a path he absolutely dreads. Man. So, other covers. Yeah. Why is his hand out like that, though? Oh, he's holding onto the wire. Okay. I was like, oh, it's attached to his belt. That's what it is. Is it? That's weird. Yeah. Is this a Riley Rossmo? It is a Riley Rossmo cover. I had to look at it a second. I didn't know. I had no idea until I saw Batman's face. That's what threw me off. I was like, it doesn't look too bad. It's kind of weird, flamboyant. Then I was like, oh. But extra points for Derpy Bats. This is cool. I love this.
That's a nice cover.
Danny Earls.
Ooh, like the shadows.
Yep. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of covers, what are we ranking tonight? Do you know?
Good question. It's always a surprise to me.
Okay. Same here.
Whatever tied last time, I don't know. No idea.
I thought it might be Legion, some kind of Legion tonight. Oh, pipe down.
At least make it interesting. Put the Superboy in a Legion. Then at least it'll be more interesting. But otherwise, like this Legion by itself, yeah. unless we're doing the Bendis Legion.
Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be. I'm sure whatever Legion we do, it'll be one that Superboy's part of.
Well, if he does it too late, we'll all be the Legion of Dead. All right. So your number 1, as you said, is gonna be
Space Ghost.
Yes. And my number 1 was Green Lantern. So, moving on to actual trades this week.
Wow, we're not even going to cover Space Ghost.
Oh, you want to go? Okay, you want to go to Space Ghost?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see what the variant cover is. I
thought you looked at all this.
No, not yet.
All right. That's the main cover. This is the Jay Lee ugly variant.
It's actually not bad for him.
I know, right? He doesn't have a long draft neck. Okay. Then there's this one. Bjorn Barends. I don't like these CG. Or whatever. CGI, I guess. This is probably the best one.
Yeah.
And that's just the Virgin variant of the main cover of the bad guy, and then holding Space Ghost's costume without him in it. Yeah. And a black and white version. Another black and white version. That's cool. If you can get the, it's a 1 in 20 though. Sell that. A lot of covers, a lot of variants. All right. Now we'll go on to the trades. Unless you want to look at something else.
No, I'm good.
All right. Supergirl, Girl Steel collection from this auto binder, Jerry Siegel and Jim Mooney. Pretty much her Silver Age collection, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it probably starts, well, based on the cover, it starts with Action 252.
Yep, and goes on, yeah. So definitely worth checking out on in-stock trades. Or if you want to support your local comic book store, go to them. The Mark Millar Swamp Thing. The best. With Phil Hester doing the art. And then the Road to Onslaught. And then, all right, we got the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Volume 2 is coming out this week as well. And also Kneel Before Zod. Mark Wolfman. And Gene Colan and I think it's Jim Garney. I can't remember what his last name is, but his first name is. But it's Night Stalker, some Blade, Epic Collection. I wasn't really a fan of the art in the 90s Blade. Some of that stuff was just like, whew. And then we got the first volume of Witchblade by Margaret Bennett. You know what? Having never read the original series, the art here is decent, and the story's actually pretty good too. So I'm just waiting for the TDS to show up. Because so far I have not seen anything like that. So it's considered that way. But Venom Separation Anxiety was really good. That was through David Michelin. Yeah. And Gun Honey, you can skip that. Unless you're into that stuff, Well, actually, that's actually the first. Take it back. That is not the spinoff. That's the main book. But I don't know. I thought that the main title for Gun Honey's good. It's the spinoffs I don't care for. Heatseeker, Hack and Slash Deluxe Edition, Volume 5 hardcover. Then we got another variant for Road to Onslaught, Volume 1. Marvelverse Daredevil trade paperback coming out this week. Then we have Kazar. Yes. The Wizard of Forgotten Flesh. And that's it for trades.
Wow, this is going to be the shortest one of these we've ever done.
I know, right? I know. 30 minutes in. So now we'll take questions from the chat. Q&A. Exclusive just for you guys. Anything you want to ask us about comic books, ask us now. But I'll go through the rest of Ultimate Wolverine's coming out. But I'm like, I don't really have any care for the character. Mainly because it's like you already know that this character is dead in the Ultimate Universe. They tell you in the first Ultimate book. So I'm like, this is a prequel, and it's Chris Condon. That's another nail in the coffin for this. So I don't need to see this. I don't need to see a new Omega Red. I don't need to. I don't need it. Yeah. So here's this thing. So it says, in order to maintain control of their corner over the Maker's world, 3 members of this council, Magic, Colossus, and Omega Red, deploy their most lethal asset, the Winter Soldier. But who is the weapon behind the mask? So he's saying Wolverine. Is he the Winter Soldier? Oh. Yeah. What else could come? Mortal Thor. Yeah. Hey, look, New Gods #2. Incredible Hulk. Storm is out this week too. What are the variants? I know people who just buy these covers just for the variants. They don't even care about the story because they like the character. Oh, look at that! You can get Cowboy Storm. Yeehaw! And her hair is the cloud. That's funny. All right, then Fantastic Four homage. You know what this is great for? Right click, save as. Yeah. All right. What else got here? The question all along the Watchtower. The fact that they haven't used that all along the Watchtower is just cringe. The Nice House by the Sea. I guess that's a sequel to The Nice House on the Left. I know Zach was liking this. The Moon is Following Us. It's Danny Warren Johnson with Ryan Riley Rosmo. Yeah, Rogue and the Savage Land comes out this week. I'm good. Don't need it. I don't need a retelling and then having them like modernize it and make it even worse. It was cringe as it was. Avengers Assemble, #5. Challenges of the Unknown, which would be a book that most people would be picking up, but they're not picking it up because who's writing it? Jenny Sparks. Look, that's still going on. Wow. That's interesting. And I Hate Fairyland, #19, which I believe I'm explaining. Yep, is Gideon's #2. His #1 being Feral. Yeah, it does go faster without having Zach here because we don't have to listen to his bad takes about books he's supporting.
Yeah, X-Men 146, if I'm not mistaken. Henry?
Here's something. You won't even feel a thing. A new book from Scott Snyder and Jacques. The Distillery book. Modern comic writing legend Scott Snyder and reunites with iconic horror artist Jacques to tell the story of an alien detective's past come back to haunt him. Years ago, Jack Bernard was an accomplished homicide detective, so accomplished that it cost him everything else in his life. Now he finds himself alone, trapped in retirement home with a brain tumor that's slowly sapping his once keen mind of all his memories. But when an ice-cold serial killer case from out of his past rears its head, Jack must call on his remaining memories in order to stop the killer that he still believes really exists. Says, you won't feel a thing is their sobering murder mystery exploring the anguish of a man whose own body and mind is turned against him, a desire to find meaning in one's own life before it unravels. So this is a 48-page of book for $9.
Is it oversized?
It says magazine size.
Okay. I might look through that tomorrow.
Here's the alternative cover.
Tramp.
I know, right? The variants covers. Hopefully they have this is okay. Does Jacques have a cover? That's Tula Toy doing the other one. There's Jay Lee. There's a Zach variant, and then there's no. Which is really interesting because usually when Jacques does a book, he does the cover too.
Now, does League of Comic Geeks offer interior pages? So you can see what the art looks like on the inside. Do they do that?
Never done that.
Stupid.
So this actually is the Jacques. I thought this was a generic cover. It is Jacques. It's art in the back here. So, hey, you're only getting, 3 books this week? You can afford to have another $9 book.
I might get it.
Yeah, something to check out. I had no idea it was even coming out. So, I mean, it piqued my interest. Witchblade's out there this week, number 7. Oh, yeah. When of Galactus transform Moon Knight. Every week, it's a new hero becomes a Herald of Galactus. I gotta say, I did read the Gambit one. It was stupid, but entertaining. But will I want to spend money on it? Not really. Alien Paradiso. And it's not Ram V writing it? That's a shame. All right, what else got here? Finders Keepers. Oh, look, Star Trek, the Lower Decks. Stand Still. Neil Gaiman and Aussie Boys, number 7. Shadow Cabinet through Milestone. I'm afraid to collect anything that has a milestone in it now because of what they've done to it. So, $5, that's ridiculous. Space Usagi Jumbo is still going on. Number 3 is coming out this week. Facsimile Batman 609, a part of the Hush series. And we got another Shadow of the Golden Crane by Dark Horse with Craig Robinson, I guess, or Chris Robinson. Yeah. So I heard that these are actually selling really well. The facsimiles for Crisis has been helping DC with their money problems. I don't know how much, but I mean,
Where'd you hear that?
Online, but I didn't really dig into it. Heard from a few people. They're saying that the Crisis books were actually selling really good at comic book stores. That's why they keep releasing them. You know, one issue.
I said it's the greatest miniseries of all time.
Yeah. And it's kind of a cool way to get it without buying a trade. You can just buy individual issues now. You know, they're facsimiles. You know? I mean,
Maranya wants to go back to the trades to see what's in that Daredevil.
I will. In a second. I'm just going to look at the Barslick books here. Grim Tales of Terror, number 1. And then we got, hey, look, Marvel Rivals Infinity comic, which is a digital comic. There's the foil variant, Judge Dredd magazine, the Rebellion. Yeah, a lot of Infinity comics. Yep, another, look at that. Astonishing Spider-Man. Infinity comic. What? MJ kissing Peter? What? Yeah. Betty and Veronica, Jumbo Comics. So, yeah. A lot of variants covers coming out this week, too. I mean, these are kind of cool, though. Having these covers, the mugshot things.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Can you imagine those are trading cards? Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So the Daredevil one is Uncanny Origins, number 13. Marvel Age Spider-Man, number 15. Daredevil, 235. Then Daredevil, number 30 from 2011. And Trail from Daredevil Annual, number 1. It's all modern stuff, pretty much. Yeah. Charles Soule, Danny Figueroa, and Mark Waid. And then, yeah. Yeah, it's all new. It's all like new stuff. So except for that one story, which is like 1986, all of it's all modern. I could, yeah. That's why it's called. I think it's called modern. Oh, Marvel verse. Why do they call it modern verse? If you're just gonna have all modern stories in there, call it the modern verse. So, Evil Black Cat. That was MJ. They're literally doing the scene from the Tobey Maguire movie. So, alrighty then. I guess that'll be it though, unless you got more questions.
I have none. No.
Darn, I missed the cover X for my collection. I'm not sure what that means. Alrighty then. Tron bad though. That's like 90 of the books I just talked about. What's going on here? Ingleteen said I could pick John Romita senior covers. I will list my suggestions in the comment section of tonight's Legion stream. Hope we don't let you down. Hopefully not. Like I said, Romita for me is just Spider-Man. I don't really look at Romita outside of the Spider-Man books. Maybe Daredevil when he was on there. I think he did
Captain America.
3 issues of Fantastic Four too as well. Right? 100, 100s?
Yeah, right. He replaced Kirby.
Yeah. Like I said, I like Romita on Spider-Man. I never really followed him on the other books because I wasn't reading them. I was just Spider-Man was my main guy because I figured if I'm just gonna read one book, because I guess they get pricey for a while, but Romita's romance covers that will be for February. And actually, what I'd rather have Gene Colan. Gene Colan did some covers, didn't he? Romance
in the 60s.
Yeah,
mid 60s.
My Love, was he on that?
He had interior stories, but I don't think he did any of the covers.
Yeah, we've done. I don't have to look up 16. We read that on the channel. It's a good cover. What's off is probably his design on his suits, either the webbing on his armpits or it's the arms, actual on the arms and legs stuff. Most people get those confused, when they first starting on them. It's not some chick named Linda. Evil Play Cat. Why do you even know this stuff? That's my concern. Are you really just reading bad books? Like, do you actually just go look it up to see if it was MJ because you're that curious, or are you actually reading that stuff? Because I don't know, man. You're going above and beyond to prove me wrong. But anyway, though, yeah. So this is their very shortest things because you only have 3 books.
Yeah.
Do better next time.
Jesus Christ, dude from Georgia Tech has tattoos on every inch of his body.
It's better than having the septum ring. They have the bull ring.
I mean, literally his knees are tatted.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people who have those, but
I've never seen anybody. Outside of
wrestling.
No, not even wrestling. He's got Brody King amount of tattoos.
Yeah, dude, have you been following that Dynamite or Collision? Do you watch Collision at all?
Not much. No, because it's
you've been following anything. Sports. So I wasn't sure if you quit AEW or not because you just didn't like what direction it was going. But
no, I said when you don't have the option to record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's the auction plus sports and. Yeah, so I just don't get a chance to see it anymore. That's the one drawback of this, but it's like I said, it's.
Hey, if you want to watch it, I'll stream it.
It saves me money, so.
Yeah, like I said, right now they're still going. It's got Edge wants to go with the title. You got Chris Jericho's been feuding with him.
Yeah, I
So
still can see some of Dynamite.
yeah, it's actually been it's fun. You know what though? I know everybody's making fun of the name because he changed his name to Cope instead of they calling Adam Copeland or whatever.
Yeah.
So they actually make fun of it, the name in there. They know it's stupid. That's why they did it. Because you got people talking about it.
Like I said, we've beat this horse to death. There's it.
Nigel McGuinness, he's called Cope Cope on a rope.
All the people that were making fun of Penta love him now because he's theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said in a comment section, on a tweet, he goes, oh, it does it in AEW. Oh, it's just coordinated gymnastics. Does it in WWE. Fucking great.
It's cinema. Yeah. I heard people were kind of pissed with the Netflix because Netflix, even though they're not on TV anymore, they're not allowed to use the F-bombs.
Oh, I'm sure the shareholders must have gotten a hold of them. So yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing's a joke.
So the other thing is that NXT on the 18 or whatever base TV is, CW. What
it's on USA.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's something on the CW. I think it's NXT for a while. I was watching that, and The Rock was swearing, dropping F-bombs, everything. So
it's not on USA.
No, they're on the CW.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On Tuesday nights, I think they're on.
Yeah, they're on right now.
Yeah. Like they dropped the F-bombs up on the CW. Like that was hilarious. Like there's F-bombs here and there. So. Here's the thing, though, Henry. You don't have to go by what Angleton likes. If you offer to do the covers, do what you like. You don't have to diversify anything. Because that's what E does. E does like, well, I don't like Iron Man, so he doesn't put Iron Man into the covers into his things, which is kind of annoying. So, but like I said, choose the covers you want to choose. Because I originally recommended him and said that for every Friday or whatever, like basically like you put whoever's on the panel, like for the four of us, you just basically put us in a poll, and whoever wins that poll gets it's basically a blind cover ranking. So whatever I decide to choose goes up there on that Friday if I win. Do you have a wrestling channel? This is the wrestling channel. I really don't have a wrestling channel. It's just that Bree and I are the only one in our group that actually watches wrestling. So it's one thing I can bond with him on, other than comic books. But now, dude, if I had a wrestling channel, I would just be pissed all the time because I could deal with people who are like, oh yeah, AEW sucks. I guarantee my comment section would be like, AEW sucks. AEW sucks. It's like, bro, it's like just like everything, or don't like anything. Yeah. What about LK? Jay? What are you bringing up LK for?
LK is one of the
Who's
WWE can do no wrong, and
I have no idea who that is because he doesn't talk to me anymore. He doesn't join anything. So he's become less relevant than Zach.
There's more to it than that, and I'll let it go at that.
Yeah.
But he's WWE can do no wrong, AEW can do no right. So it's
pretty much.
I won't talk. I mean, I don't have any interest in talking to people about that are just so in the tank for one and so anti the other. It's like trying to convince. It's like trying to convince. It's like trying to talk to a progressive Democrat. I have no frame of reference with which to deal.
So Matt Cardona was in an interview. He said like originally, after he did some stuff, he did the match versus Edge, then he AEW, then nothing. There was no contract was ever offered to him, and then he just did that Hammerstein Ballroom, match. Still nothing was offered to him for AEW. He's like, he doesn't. But he said he's like, I'm not really worried about that because people are asking about it. It's like, oh, do you work with AEW? He's like, oh hell yeah, I work with AEW. It's like, it's just a fun work environment, there. And he's like, what working WWE? It's like, he's like, well, do I get to keep my name? Pretty much, like he's like, would I love to have another WrestleMania moment? Sure, but it's like, right now, I am who I am. I'm the indie god, wrestling champion. Like, I'm Matt Cardona. I'm not Zack Ryder. It's like, it's so like I said, like he said, he's comfortable where he is. But he said, here's what I love though. He said this. He said about as far as the online, like just bashing companies. He said, dude, you have options. You can watch whatever you want to watch. But just to stay online and spew vile hatred.
But it just goes back to the fact that AEW fans are wrestling fans. WWE fans are WWE fans.
Yeah.
There's a much greater percentage of WWE fans that there's two kinds of WWE fans. One, they don't watch anything else. Two, they are so in on WWE that anything else sucks to them and they don't feel like it should be able to exist. But Henry Venkman couldn't name the teams playing. He could care less. I think the Rams go into Philadelphia and win. I think Buffalo squeaks by Baltimore. I think the Chiefs boat race the Texans, and the Lions. The Redskins are getting 9.5. I like Detroit to win, but I would take Washington in the points. They're allowed to like TNA, Justin, because they're associated with WWE.
As far as TNA go, I don't beef with TNA. I've always looked at TNA being worse than AEW. But they have Tessa Blanchard, which I honestly, if I could find a way to watch TNA, I'll probably start watching that for her because I always enjoyed watching her wrestling. She's a good wrestler. I don't care less the fact, she screwed people over and everybody hates her, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but is she still a good in-ring performer? That's all that matters to me. I don't care about the outside politics. But no, TNA does not right now has a temporary deal with WWE. They're not owned by WWE though.
Yet.
Not yet.
Actually, that's not going to happen because there's a better chance that WWE is going to start laying off a shitload of wrestlers because they don't need them.
No,
because the audience, the deals they've signed,
they're the Netflix deal.
Well, like I said, Netflix, that they're just going to want to see the people they know.
Mm-hmm.
Having the Rumble in Saudi Arabia tells me that it's 100% about the money. You're going to start seeing sponsors on the wrestlers' trunks.
Oh, it's already inside the.
I know
the ring.
I
cringe at that.
Yeah, it's just it has its moments. Last night, if I've been watching last night when Drew McIntyre called the Ulafala a falafel, I would have laughed because I said McIntyre. I love McIntyre.
So here's the other thing. You hear this? It might be at work, but Corey Graves saying he's basically been snuffed since they went to Raw, went to Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think that's a work, honestly.
I don't know. Remember everything's cinema. So hey, if it is a work, that's really cool. You got a lot of people are duped. Just like whenever the people speculate MJF's going to go to WWE, they always get duped because he comes back to AEW. So, but yeah, if he really did get screwed over, that's another reason why it's like a red flag at that company. But my thing is that I've never really liked Corey Graves as an announcer. I grew up with JR and Jerry Lawler. I went through all three different versions of Jerry Lawler, the puppies version, the normal version, and then the heel version. Yeah, just like it's, I don't know. Corey Graves was me as like a more maybe less annoying version of Michael Cole.
I was gonna say he's a less annoying version of heel Lawler, but
I would rather have Pat McAfee though.
Oh well, Matt McAfee is a natural,
whatever his name is,
natural born entertainer.
Yeah, like see what I love in AEW, they actually let Jericho go on the mic and let some of these wrestlers like are doing commentary. I want more of that. Like Okay, Corey Graves, great. You're a wrestler. Let's get some other wrestlers. Remember, you used to have JBL on there. Are there any other wrestlers that aren't wrestling that could go on there on commentary? That's what I like. You know. Yeah, like I mean, obviously AEW dropped the ball with Mark Henry. That would have been awesome. Have Mark Henry just being on the. Can you imagine Mark Henry being on the commentary thing, and then somebody said they're going to slam the table on there, and he just beats the shit out of him.
That's
like they would never put anybody through a table because Mark Henry's sitting there like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Goes all the way back to Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, Gorilla. Yep. Or does he have the Brain or Bobby the Brain Heenan? He did some commentary too, didn't he?
Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan.
Yeah,
were a great team. They even had a show together. Yeah, where they would film at remote locations and things like that. It was. Yeah, I miss Heenan. I miss both. Actually, I miss both. I mean, Monsoon's been gone for decades now, but
so the where I have this here, that used to I used to have all my Spider-Man different villains stuff. Those are all through the gallery, DC gallery. So I put those all away. Just because that way, having this small setup here, I can just get to the Bucks inside there easily. Before I had to take all the statues down and got to be a pain in the butt because I don't have any shelving in my room. So, yeah. But yeah, you said the commentary. It's like it's time to shake it up. Like I like Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness just sometimes he's hilarious on the microphone, and he makes fun of Tony Schiavone. But yeah, I'm surprised that Renee Reynoso or not Renee Reynoso, Renee Paquette hasn't been like involved in any of the storylines of AEW. Like it turns out because remember she's married to Mox.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to be.
Probably not. Yeah, but I mean, like they go on stuff together, like do social media stuff, and he breaks kayfabe too.
Yeah, well, why not? I mean, that's it. If you're not on set, so to speak,
you're an actor.
Well, we all know. Yeah, we all know. We're all in on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody, like I said, McIntyre does his Twitter as his character.
Yep.
Which is fine. It's entertaining.
I would love to have. I mean, I know this has been my dream thing, and and you don't have to like this. I would love to see McIntyre in AEW, or just with him interacting with MJF. That'd be interesting, cool. Because they're both great on the mic, and to see what's going and see what they do.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about this. There's about 3 people in WWE that I would love to see in AEW. At this point, though, I said Shinsuke, but yeah, he likes his schedule. He likes to be able to surf. That's his passion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to see McIntyre. Obviously, I'd love to see Kevin Owens, and they'd be Kevin Steen again. I said they're at this point, they're not going anywhere. I mean, they're all going to retire in WWE. Now, one person I think if he has any. I thought for a while there'd be a chance that Styles might have come to AEW, but I'm guessing his injury is going to put him on the shelf for good.
Yeah, and here's the whole thing because these online Twitter weirdos get upset because they call the move style clash in AEW when somebody does it, and AJ Styles says like, dude, it's flattering that people are actually calling it the Styles clash over there too.
The people that have the least tolerance for all this back and forth are the wrestlers themselves because they love like I said, and here's the thing about the WWE fans that this truly annoys me. There are 3 top stars. 2 of them would not be there were it not for AEW, period. Mm-hmm. Cody Rhodes would never have been thought of as top level material had he not had his time at AEW. And no way on God's green earth does WWE take Phil Brooks back if he hadn't, come back to AEW.
Yep.
And the only reason why they took him was, I promise you, all you WWE fans to say, see, he loves it here. He's a changed man. No, he knows that if he steps out of line once, he's done. And that's
that's the thing, though. You don't see him do any anti-abortion stuff.
No, of course not. They're not gonna do that shit there.
No. I'm saying on his own personal time, you don't see him tweeting. I don't see him really talk about it at all, because, like I said, WE is pretty much like right leaning. Their conservative company.
Well,
they don't get involved in politics.
No, you if you're gonna work for them and make WWE money, you're gonna mind your P's and Q's. Tony Khan, being a lifelong fan who gets to live his dream, let Punk do what he wanted to do because he was such a huge Punk mark.
Yep. But you can see that he said Punk started to walk over him, and that's
absolutely.
That's why he just kind of Punk had no respect for him, took advantage of him, and said, yeah. So here's this thing, though. Punk is still slow. He was slow in AEW. He's slow in WWE. So it's not like, oh, I don't like him because he went to WWE. I don't like him in AEW. I thought he was old and slow. They talk about stuff, people being older wrestlers. Yeah.
Well, one of the reasons why Punk is better suited for WWE at this point in his career is he doesn't have to do as much physical.
Well, he doesn't have to wrestle. He can just talk for an hour.
Right. He's still great on the mic. And being what you do out of the ring in WWE is far more important than what you do in the ring. And like I said, Punk is better suited for that.
So John Cena's supposed to have his last match.
He said he's going to work almost full time this year for him once he gets back.
Wow.
So it'll be like his last hurrah.
I think they'll let him be the champion again.
Well, he needs one to break the record.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is
who's gonna break the record? Who's got the right now? Triple H?
Flair, I think.
16.
Yeah. My guess is Cena. If they do it, Cena will get the belt from Gunther. Won't be Cody.
Yeah. I'm glad though that Cody he got to keep his music. If he wouldn't have came over and they would and I let him keep his music, because his intro, I love it. I've always in AW. That's one thing about Cody Rhodes. His intro music was awesome. Just coming up out of this, he'd raise up, kind of like the Brew would do. Remember, he'd raise up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always liked that. So his music was legitimately awesome. I loved it. Not many good rock entrance songs for wrestlers.
I like Rhodes in the ring. He just doesn't
on the mic.
Yeah, it just
in the suit and just come on, let's go, let's fight.
But I'll tell you what, he instantly goes into my top 3 favorites if he goes heel.
Oh yeah.
But I said Tony wanted him to go heel, he wouldn't do it. And I don't know if I'm sure he's resisting it here too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure how Brandy's involved, if she's wrestling or she's just staying at home being a mom.
If she has some kind of fitness business, because WWE doesn't use they don't use valets or managers.
That's right, they don't.
I'm trying to think.
Andrade, is he back with the Melina, or no? What her name was?
It's not Melina. It was the real short Zelina
Vega.
Yeah, Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she functions as his manager because he never wins matches. I mean, he got buried when he went back. Yeah.
She actually's got a nice push.
Yeah, just like Aleister Black will get buried if he goes back. But
rumors are that he's going back. But I mean, but this thing though, he said November. It's whenever I come back from an injury, people are like, "Oh, he's legally be." He's like, "No, you idiots." It's everybody talks about what I'm gonna do. He said, "Unless I say I'm gonna do it, it's not happening." So yeah, he always calls out, and yeah, I like it. My big thing for AEW right now because they're building up their stars. They're building up Brody King. They're building up Buddy Matthews. Aleister Black being injured right now. The whole thing with Edge basically saying I'm proud of you guys. You guys time to grab your own reins, go for a single title match or tag team match. You don't need to do the triple belts anymore.
But I do agree with someone who said, I forgot what women they said, but Hangman, Jay White, Swerve, MJF, and there were two other people that said you absolutely need to build around these guys. I'm sure he would have listed Darby, but Darby's going off to climb Mount Everest, so that's
well. Hangman's actually just really got. Who's he fighting against this week? Oh yeah, Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that.
So basically, they had a feud going. And Christopher Daniels is no longer EVP because Kenny Omega's back.
Right. So Omega and Ospreay were the other two.
Yeah. So Omega's back, and he's got to have a feud going on with people.
Yeah, but Christopher Daniels is semi-retired. Yeah, hasn't won a match.
So this is his
Obama's first term.
This would be his last wrestling. Well, he's had matches.
He never wins them.
He was with Scorpio Sky for a while.
No, I can't remember back.
That was like a couple years ago, probably 2022, 2023. So, but no, yeah, you're gonna see him. But I don't have a sign. But welcome to hour 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna grab a snack before we do covers.
Let's just grab a snack while we're doing covers. He won't know you're on. All right, though. Thank you guys for being here. Listen to us talk sports talk or wrestling talk. Basically, what you're seeing is what we talk about behind the scenes after the stream ends. That's what we're doing. If you haven't done so, please click like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the books coming out this week. Are you excited about any? Leave your picks there. Yeah. And then check out the Ko-Fi link, ko-fi.com/puppeteen. And also check out the actual our past live streams. I did change up the homepage a little bit. So basically, if you want to see our past live streams now, you got to go click on the live tab. I'm just trying some stuff out. So Professor Pixel and I did a reading last night. We read the Rocket Raccoon. Go check that out. That was fun. We did volume 1 of the Scotty Young book from 2014. Very, very fun. All righty. Well, see you guys later.
Don't forget to come over to I Love Comics at 10:30 to rank some covers.
I don't advertise unless I know for sure. Because I feel like, hey, they're supposed to be here. Where are they? Later.